what's up? It's Zadie! Welcome to the amazing Flytte Kartina, and today we are going to be reviewing a movie. Yes, I actually watched a movie this week. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Hitman's Bodyguard. For those of you who may be new subscribers or new viewers or whatever you guys are, you're new. And what we're gonna do are the three basic things. First of all, we're gonna go over why the movie was rated the way that it was. The next thing we're gonna do is the magical scale of movies, which you guys probably know about if you've been watching me. Finally, the third thing would be the spoiler rant. Basically, it's a spoiler rant. I rant about spoilers, and it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna be screaming in the camera alone. So you guys are probably wondering, why did it take me so long to post a video? I mean, it's summertime and school has just barely started. You shouldn't have any homework. Well, the thing is, I was busy moving, so as you can see, I've got some new landscape here, so you know, it'll be decorative later if I have time. But anyways, here's the rating for Hitman's Bodyguard. It is rated a fat R. Yeah. So the Motion Picture Association of America gave the Hitman's Bodyguard a big fat R because of strong violence and language throughout the entire movie. Most of the times they hit these things right on the mark, sometimes they're a little vague, but I get why. So the strong violence suggests that there's going to be strong violence in there. There's going to be a lot of strong violence. There's an R. It's called Hitman's Bodyguard for a reason. Hitmans have to do with guns. Bodyguards have to do with guns. Guns. Lots of guns. Guns. To be honest, there was a lot of gun violence, but it was expected from an R-rated movie. I think that the level of expectations for R-rated movies are they get pretty average out sometimes. So it's an average amount of violence for an R-rated movie. I'm just saying there wasn't anything extraordinarily violent about it. Okay, so the language throughout part was probably the biggest thing that was like annoying me. Yeah, so I did a lot of research regarding, you know, bombs being dropped and, you know, language stuff that had to do with movies. The only requirements that they have for R-rated movies are none. I found pretty much next to nothing about the requirements for an R-rated movie and like the limitations that they have with language and violence and all this kinds of stuff. They basically have free reign over the movie. It's just whether the producers and the editors and the people supporting the movie and also the people sponsoring the movie want to have in the movie, and also the actors. The actors do count too. See, you guys know Samuel L. Jackson probably better than I do. I know him most from the Marvel movies and some other works that he's dabbled in. And I know that he does swear a lot, so maybe don't bring your kids. No, definitely don't bring your kids to this movie. Definitely under 21, you should not bring them to the movies. And then there's Ryan Reynolds, who is the Mark Watney of this world. But anyways, most of his recent work is done with rated R movies. On the amazing frequency chart that I will pull up here, there is a frequency chart for the language and the violence. So this movie was probably going to be rated at 10. R-rated movies have no limitations whatsoever, and this one is a prime example of that. They use so much language and also so much violence that it was kind of scary. There's a torture scene for the violence, and then there are so many bombs dropped. So reasons why I would recommend this movie: they have some really great choreographed fight scenes here and some other really cool stunts that they've done. I would also recommend it for the plot line. I liked the plot. It was pretty cool. I was very satisfied with it. Good job, guys. Reasons I would not recommend it is basically all the stuff that was in the certifications. The violence and the strong language. So those two things coupled together were enough to tell me that I should probably not recommend this movie to other people. I wouldn't recommend the movie just because of the language by itself. The violence I was okay with. There was this one torture scene that I was like, oh, that must have really hurt, and I could feel the pain. The empathy was strong. But otherwise, the movie was okay. I mean, it was okay, but I just wouldn't recommend it to anyone who can't handle it, and I probably won't go watch it again. It's just the language really got to me. And I probably won't recommend it to anyone. I'm not even recommending it to you guys. I'm saying just don't watch it. It's really strong for anyone in the age range of 0 to 100, so, you know. Next, I have the magical scale of movies. On a scale of Steamboat Willie to Deadpool, how appropriate is this movie for kids? And if there was a 12 on the chart, I would probably give it a 12, but there's not, so I'm gonna rate it a Deadpool. It's a 10. Guys, this is a 10. We've never had a movie that is rated Deadpool before. Big moment, woohoo, yay, applause, hooray, but not at the same time. This is not a good thing for me to do. You should probably just not watch the movie. It's not the best thing ever for you, for people in general. But that is my non-spoiler review. I'm gonna go get ready for the spoiler rant because there's gonna be some things I am gonna say. Don't know why I just did a country accent. I think it might be the Texans I've been hanging out with. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. So if you guys like this video, please tell your friends about me. That would be really great, really awesome. Going to the spoiler rant, and I will see you guys all later. Bye! Hello! hello to all of those of you who have stayed for the next 5 minutes of pure angst and me. So, welcome to the spoiler rant. This is the stuff with spoilers and a rant, so the two combined together, there's gonna be a lot of screaming from me. Just kidding, I actually don't scream a lot. You should really see some other people scream on camera. Shady Penguin screams a lot on camera, and so do a lot of other YouTubers like Liza, Toshi. Yeah. So, Hitman's Bodyguard is basically about this bodyguard who is trying to protect a hitman and get him safely to a court so that the hitman can testify against a very villainous political leader. As per Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds' style, there is going to be some comedy involved, a lot of banter, and there might be some love relationship going on. So let's talk characters, guys. There was Ryan Reynolds, who played Michael Bryce. I feel like Reynolds plays the same kind of characters over and over and over again. Just kind of the same face, just a different way with his own personal style added to it, except in Deadpool. Deadpool is a completely different category, but he does a very good job at his job. I did like the character Michael Bryce, and I like the way that Ryan Reynolds handled it. Next character would be Darius Kincaid, played by Samuel L. Jackson. Love that guy. He's pretty funny. When he wants to be, he's really, really awesome, and he's like a very comedic man to be around, apparently. I like the way that Darius Kincaid is. I like the way that they developed his character, the plot around him. You guys haven't watched the movie, I hope, and so this won't come as a shocker to you. With his backstory, Darius Kincaid, he was a pastor's kid whose father died because of a murder, and then that was his first murder. It turned out to be his first murder, that he murdered the murderer of his father. Hope that made sense to you. I like the way that they developed his character. I like the different way that they developed his character because, you know, we see these normal, like, you know, in Wicked, we get a little sympathetic for a villain in a story. So this is the same thing with Darius Kincaid. Samuel L. Jackson put his different spin on it. I like how the writers wrote it, the producers produced it, the directors directed it, the editors edited it. It was really nice, the character development that he went through, and I like the way that they made the bad guy good. There's Amelia Russo, who was played by Elodie Young. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I probably butchered it. I'm so sorry. This is one character that I didn't like. Usually after a movie, I ask the people who went with me, I was like, okay, who's your favorite character and who's your least favorite character? My least favorite character would have to be Amelia. I don't know, she just seemed a little bit one-dimensional. There wasn't really anything going on with her, that she didn't have any character development, no real drive to do anything. And then there's Sonia Kincaid, who's played by Salma Hayek. I love her, love that woman. She's one of my favorite actresses. I saw her in Here Comes the Boom. She's amazing in that. You guys should totally go and watch that movie. Her character development was also really, really funny, and I liked her a lot. Even though she was really a minor character, she is Darius Kincaid's wife. She's in prison for some reason because he's like he's a hitman, I guess. Whatever. I didn't really like the villains in this. I think they could have done better with them. I just didn't like it. I don't know how I can explain it. It's just, I didn't like it at all. Anyways, we're done with characters, so let's move on to the plot of the story. I really like the plot development that went on. It was kind of quirky and funny. So this movie was kind of like the comedy and romance wrapped together in the tortilla of action. It's really, really satisfying, and it's a nice thick burrito. Plot mostly developed around the two main characters with Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson. I liked Samuel L. Jackson's better for obvious reasons that I mentioned in the character development stage, and it was really, really good. I liked the plot, and they kept it lighthearted. So, you know, it kind of reminded me of a Marvel film, just R-rated Marvel film, which will not happen. Oh, so little things that I liked about the movie. I really liked the boat scene that happened, you know, that action, you know, where Samuel L. Jackson is on the boat and then Ryan Reynolds is on the motorcycle chasing him down. That was really fun to watch. Really well choreographed fight scene. I think that was really great. I like that. I also liked Salma Hayek as Sonia Kincaid. That she did a great job. I just love her character. I just have to reiterate that again. Also, another thing that I really liked was that he didn't lose his job. That's so stereotypical of something to happen. I mean, he just like bumped down from like here to like to the lowest level possible. And then there are stuff that I didn't like that much. Like, I didn't like the villains of this movie very much. There wasn't any real reason, there was no drive for them to do what they needed to do. Not that I could see clearly, and like, I mean, it was just all very stereotypical of them to do these villainous things. Another thing I didn't like about the movie was just, did you really need some of those scenes? I get it, it's cool to see somebody's gut spill out onto a pavement, but did you really have to show it? There's a lot of blood involved too, like a lot of blood. I don't know if there's that much blood in a fight scene, but did you really have to show it? Did you really But otherwise than that, I think that it was a well done movie. I just wouldn't recommend it to anyone, and I probably won't watch it ever again. So what did you guys think of the movie? Who was your favorite character and why? Let me know in the comments down below. And do you think you can survive as a hitman's bodyguard? So those are the 2 questions that I'm asking you. Comment them down below. Also, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I love having new people subscribe to my channel, even though there's only like 2 of you. Good job, you guys. Good. You did good. I'm appreciating you. This is me appreciating you. Appreciate you. But anyways, I will see you guys on the other side. There will be more movie reviews. There's also going to be some new things coming soon. I don't know if you guys like the new stuff that I've been doing, but too bad. You're going to get some more of it. Anyways, see you guys on the other side. Bye.